Hey everybody, welcome back to Empower, a faith-based initiative designed to enlighten, empower, and embolden women of all ages to come into agreement with our God-given purpose in this earth. I'm your host, Kim, and I'm so glad you joined me today. If this is your first time, welcome. If you've been here before, we're family now, sis. Let's get right into today's episode, which is the burden of busyness. Oh, have you ever just felt like when you're sitting down, if you get that chance, that there's something else that you should be doing? Doing, going, creating, writing, typing, cooking, cleaning, wiping down, purging, putting away, clothes, sweep, mop. Is it hard for you to relax? Is being busy your go-to? Um, that becomes a burden at some point. And it isn't even how we were designed to be. God rested after he created the world and people and animals. He rested. So why do we feel, especially as women, that busy is better? It just seems like sometimes that there aren't enough hours in the day, there aren't enough days in the week, there aren't enough weeks in the month or months in a year, years in a decade, that for us to get things done. There's so many women that I know, when it's like time to sit down, it's like, oh man, but I could be doing this. Yeah, my intention is to go to bed at such and such time, but now that the kids are down, now that the house is clean, I have this amount of time that I'm going to force myself to stay awake so that I can continue to do something else. And while sometimes that is necessary because we have a deadline or something going on, we cannot function well that busy, where we don't have time to let our thoughts process. We're just going and going and going. Then we wonder why we may crash one afternoon and just fall asleep and wake up and it's night, and then we wake when we feel so crazy. We're lost. We're like, where am I? What happened? Who is this? Oh man. And then it's like that just fuels us into another bunch of busy behavior, because now we're like, man, see, I wasted that much time. How could I fall asleep? Then we get upset with ourselves. We berate ourselves because how dare you fall asleep? And your body's like, no, girl, sit down. You are doing too much. And sometimes it's good to just sit. Plan it in on purpose into your agenda, into your calendar, into your phone. Sit down. Don't turn anything on. Don't have anything in your hand, but sit. Just to let your mind catch up with all of the things that your body has been doing. Just to think some things through for yourself. Just to decide, hey, I've been doing a lot. And then that's just with our own mind about what we should be doing. Let's not add societal pressure or mommy comparisons or anything else. Well, she has this many kids and she does this, that, the third, and da. So, how dare I be tired? How can I say with my one child and my one husband that I'm so tired and I need rest? She has this many kids and she does this. And one, she probably should be resting too in the first place. And then two, you're not her. We have to be okay with sitting. We have to be okay with taking time, with resting. Even if you're a person like me whose sleep is a mess, and mine has been this way since I was 12. I function on very little sleep. just as a norm. But what I have been forcing myself to do is still rest, because my mind says, child, you got things that you're trying to write down, you're trying to grow something, you're trying to build something, you're trying to help your daughter this, you're trying to be this, you need to study your Bible some more, you need to pray more. All of those things are true, but there's no point in doing things for the sake of doing it, just to say that I got it done, because your heart isn't in it. Probably didn't turn out the way you wanted to. Heaven help us, because sometimes we have to redo it because we should have just gone to bed or sat down, had a little tea or something, and chilled out. So this is just a check-in on you to see if you're just doing too much, if you're just too busy, if you're suffering, you as an individual person. Not that your house and your children and your husband and your car and your job and your Sunday school lesson and your all of that, not that, but you. Are you okay? Have you rested? Have you replenished? Have you taken time to sit and be? Have you allowed your body to recuperate? Are things happening physically to you and you can't understand why? Your memory, you can't remember why you're coming in and out of a room. You trail off in the middle of your sentence. You don't know what you were saying. You're snippy. Your attitude sucks. You are losing things. You can't find what you last had here or there. It takes forever for you to actually focus and get a task done. All of these can be a result of too much work and not enough rest. So while yes, being busy is a part of life, we must begin to take care of ourselves as women. And the thing that really got me one day is my 7-year-old, she was 6 at the time, was like, you know, I don't like to relax. Just like you, mommy, I've got to keep doing stuff. And I was like, oh, man. I said, no, Davini. Rest is important. Relaxing is important. Yes, it's difficult for her. She is a mover. Has been since being in my womb. She has been a busybody. But I make her now take time and just sit. No doll, no book, no pencil, no paper, no paintbrush, no tablet, no nothing. Just sit down. She's like, what am I going to do just sitting? You're just going to sit. And most of the time I'll sit with her, because I've realized, if you watched an episode or so before this, that one of my blind spots was being busy, just doing stuff, because it seemed like my worth was tied to that. Like how could I be tired? It's not like I have several kids and, gotta go to work and this, that, and the third, do all of these things and be outside of the house. Now, we all stuck in the house. So it's not like I have all these errands and da-da-da. And in Germany, even if you do have errands, it better be at an essential store. Otherwise, you can't get it done anyway because they're closed. Now, so I purposely plan in time to sit. It's hard still. I started doing it last year. It's still hard this year. But I'm determined to do it. Because one, I need it. My body needs to rest. And two, my child, it's nothing like a child to say something that you say, do something that you do, and you realize, oh, they got that from me. And you're like, oh, that doesn't sound good coming from you. What do you mean you don't like to relax? What? You got to do something. And so I want to be sure that I help her create and foster good habits. One being making sure that she rests. And so that's what I'm doing with you, just to check in, make sure you rest, plan it in. And I don't mean rest as in, as I'm sitting here, I'm planning the meals for next week, and then I'm writing a grocery list, and then next thing you know, I'm up checking the cabinets to see what seasoning and make sure I have it, and then I see somebody went in there and spilled such and such, and so then the next thing you know, I picked up the towel and I'm wiping it up, and then next thing you know, well, since I'm standing here and I see this part, I might as well wipe this part of the stove off, and then because I saw that, I might as well, oh, somebody left crumbs, and now let me get it before there's ants that get on the floor, and the next thing you know, you up cleaning the kitchen, busy, and not resting. So by rest, I do mean dedicated time where you're not doing anything else. Let your mind wander. If it's like mine, it don't seem like it ever runs out of things to think about. But at least you aren't doing anything. So don't let busyness become a burden to you. Sit down somewhere. Take a break. Do it daily. Your body will thank you. You'll be happier. Your kids will probably notice that you're a little bit more improved, your disposition. But you'll feel better. And you'll be able to do more at the level of excellence that you're used to. So that's all I got for you this week. I'm so glad that you tuned in and joined me this week. I'll see y'all again next Monday. I upload episodes every Monday. You can find previous episodes on facebook.com/empower, MPOWHER, and Instagram at empower540, and on YouTube by typing in empower, MPOWHER, into the search engine. If this was something that you enjoyed or kind of aggravated you a little bit, because who am I to tell you about rest? Either one, feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next Monday. Thanks. Bye.